All right. Hey, my Legion, how y'all doing today? It's a Memorial Day. I thought I'd do a little live stream early in the morning. I might do one later tonight. I don't know. I thought I'd do that a little. I mean, it's kind of somber. It's kind of sad. But I mean, we pay respects to the people, the brave men and women of our armed forces who paid the ultimate price serving this country. And I thought that'd be a great way to start the live stream. It's not like, it's sad, and I wish everybody happy Memorial Day. I have some ideas for something to do later tonight for like my Memorial Day dinner. Some tradition with like picnics and stuff, Well, I mean, this is not really a picnic, it's just me. But I definitely have some ideas. Something interesting. Yeah, I hope you're there to see it tonight. And I hope you come in today. I mean, everyone's welcome. It's just for the sad opening. I wanted to play that taps. I remember when I was in. They played. I remember like in Fort Jackson. Yeah, Fort Jackson. I mean, I think when we were at. I don't remember hearing that. I heard when the bass played part, but when we were at the reception station, because when you go to like a military base, the first place you should go to is a reception station, and they like it's like a process, as part of your military stay. Um, you know, on the day you go back to the military, you have like the the one processing building, because it was in Pittsburgh, right? And they do redo your physical and all that stuff, and they send you way to wherever you're going to go. And you arrive, you get grounded, you find your where your room's at and stuff, and then depending on when you arrive there, the next day you go to a reception station. You know, if you're going in the military, let's say, and it's all like paperwork. It's paperwork. It's making sure you get all your gear that you're required, all your uniform and stuff. It's a big process, and they have it down pretty well. And I remember you get, you know, your head shaved eventually, you know. And it was weird though, because when I went to the military, it was like 2 days before Thanksgiving. Well, the one day that I left was a Tuesday afternoon, right? And I got to Pittsburgh, and that's pretty much just like just arriving there, spending like the night there, and then the next day, you know, we went to, you know, we went to Holiday Inn, and the next day, you know, we went there and they did a whole went to the process center, did all the paperwork and stuff all over again. It's a whole big process, the physical and stuff. And then I went there that night. I arrived at Fort Jackson, and then the next day, you know, we did got our room and stuff. Next day was Thanksgiving, so um, we still have civilian clothes. We were not issued our military gear yet, and we had like you know, we just did like, I mean, they just talked about like introductory stuff, you know, and you know, there was a one corporal there, not sergeant, but corporal there that was looking over, and he said if they had like this big detail and stuff, right? Since it was a holiday, they did this on the weekend too. You know, there's this big like assembly hall we went to, and they would play a movie, and they played a movie with a toy. Now you sometimes you'd watch the movie or you'd do some detail, clean it up or something like that. I didn't have to that day. You know, I did watch the movie, and then you know went to chow and all this stuff. I mean, it was a day off, so we didn't really have to do anything. And then the one, you know, we are just, I don't know, just BS and whatever. And the one corporal said, "Did you want to? Who wants to help practice marching?" And I did that though, and it was like an hour stuff. He was probably marching. I mean, only a handful of people went. Other people said, "I ain't going that shit." I mean, they were there was no requirement to go there, you know. And I remember that was one thing I remember doing, and it helped out a lot. If you're able to get like, if someone's offering to give you some training tips and stuff like that, it does help. And like the certain types of march and stuff, chain step march was a little tricky, you know, but I mean it did work. Um, and he was like saying like, I mean, I had to go to the PX and buy a different pair of shoes and stuff, you know. He said I was wearing soccer shoes, which was a lie. But you had to wear like shoes that were like essential to wear, essential to what you were doing. And I remember getting those. I remember buying Nike Air, and they were like expensive, but they were always good. My feet were never tired or anything like that. Now jump ahead to Fort Bragg. I remember my what was it? It was we were home. I got sent home for I was able to go home for Christmas on my birthday back in '90 in Fort Bragg. And I remember my grandmother. She said, "What kind of sneakers do you wear? We'll buy you a pair of shoes." So Nike, how much are they? $60. And they looked like they're both gonna have a heart attack. I'll buy you a pair of sneakers. You know, I paid over $60 for that. So it was like a McCory's. I think it was a McCory's. I'll never forget. They had a bunch of DVD, video VHS tapes, and there was a Devil's Bad Daughter, which I always wanted to get. I didn't bother asking because she was like, "You got enough tapes." She was horrible. She didn't want anyone to have any fun, any joy, or anything like that. And she bought me these pair of sneakers that were like $3, and And I said, well, I'll try to do these. And then, when I got home, it was like a Sunday and I had like the next day off. And then I went to PT and I wore those shoes and they hurt my feet so bad. Cause I had those Nike Airs are really, really good. See, those are running shoes. They're good enough for you. And then like, and I used those to walk around. I didn't use them for PT anymore. That was out. Um, I remember, God, it was like 2 or 3 weeks, and then already there was a hole worn into them. They were really cheap shoes. I remember stepping in a puddle all the way filled up with water. I'll never. I threw those bastards away when I get back. I was some. I mean, she was just so cheap though. But I mean, I did use them though. Now the one thing she did, she sent me like, always sent me like the shaving kit. She sent me Wilkinson. That was uh, cheap, but it was a very good set of razors. So Wilkinson has good razors. The shavers plus the cream. So that was good. That was good. I didn't mind that. Well, I mean, going back, it was something else going in the military, though. And I remember being in basic training. Well, I mean, we listened to taps, and the taps were playing at the reception station. I don't remember if it played at if I could hear it during basic. I might have, but it was different. It was different with the location stuff. I know Germany. Um, we were in Garlstedt, Germany. Every time at noon, they'd have like a recording play, like 2 or 3 minutes, and you had to stay at parade rest. Parade. I think you. I don't think you had to sleep, but you had to stay at parade rest. It was definitely. I mean, it's definitely a different time in the military. I don't know how it is now. Last time I talked to somebody who was in the military, he said like he served for like 4 years, and I know I talked to him about basic, and he said in basic training they let you keep your cell phones now. That's insane. When I was in I was in basic. I mean, this was '87 though, so that was a long time ago. But our basically our day room, we had like the main hallway or whatever, two hallways, right? Wall lockers all over each side. We didn't have that little locker they had at that's foot of the bed like they had at Full Metal Jacket. We had like wall lockers, right? Um, and there would be like a big, I can't remember what they called it, a big line of beds that. And it looked like Full Metal Jacket, except there were no foot lockers or no foot lockers, right? There was like the big wall lockers. Um, and what was I gonna say? Oh, okay, we had the break room or the day room. I mean, it should be called the day room. It's not the break room; it's the day room. And that'd be a place where like you'd go to sit down. They do like training or what have you. There'd be you congregate in there, and all in there was like a chair for the drill sergeants, right? And there'd be like this big mural something say shooting azimuth, which is like I mean it's supposed to be something used when you use the compass to find a direction. And they had it was like a soldier shooting a monster. It was like a little joke. That was all the humor there. That was it. And there was a payphone. That was it. I was talking to Dank Panther though. I was talking about him reviewing like movies as a veteran, right? I was shocked. I didn't think about it back in the day. I didn't think about it when I first saw it, but after being in the army, I watched Private Benjamin again. I think I watched that 2 or 3 times. I remember talking to Dan about it. Dan was a big fan of that movie. But Saving Private Benjamin is like two different movies, right? It's her in the army. It's like Full Metal Jacket, like her in the army, and then her getting married. Full Metal Jacket was like the basic training scenes, and then the Vietnam War, or their experience in the Vietnam War. I mean, two different movies, in one single film. I mean, people forget about it. They just think about her in the army, but there's like, because just like Full Metal Jacket, there's just the scenes of the base training. That's what people remember. They don't remember the war stuff that much afterwards. It was two different movies. Same thing with Private Benjamin. There was like, they just remember her in the army, but they don't remember them focusing on her wedding, though. A great movie, though. They're both two great movies. Um, and I remember like Private Benjamin, there was a scene where like Ivy Brennan like called her parents down. Her parents came to see her. Eileen Brothers, who played the drill sergeant, and played the drill sergeant in the TV show too. And then she was in like some traffic accident. She got hit by a car. And then she was laid up. And then Polly Holiday, who played Flo, played her, took over that character though. In a TV show. I watched the TV show. I liked the TV show. And apparently, like, oh, what was I gonna say? Where was I going with this? Oh, anyway, yeah. And in the movie, I mean, she talks to her parents in the break room, right? Well, the day room. God, I get confused. So you say break room, but it was a day room. And she was talking to parents. They had like big couch. They had a jukebox and a pinball machine there. I mean, that's insane. Now I know, like, I don't know what was going on because I remember, like, it would be separate, the guys and the girls, right? But then sometimes we'd ride with the girls and stuff like that. The girls said they had all these pizza parties and stuff like that when in basic. I don't know if they were saying it just to make the guys angry or what, or maybe that was true, or saying they were able to get away with a lot of stuff. I don't know if that's true or not. It might have been a lie. I don't know. But I mean, Jesus, they had like place to sit down. They had jukebox and pinball machine. I'd never seen that in any type of basic at all. The one thing I did see was I was at Fort Detrick, Maryland, which I love that place. I love the barracks, and the barracks they have a day room right there. They have a day room, and a day room right there. They have like TV, cigarette machine, snack machine, drink machine, and they had like 2 video games and a pinball machine. Now that was the day that was permanent party. That was awesome. They had golf and they had track and field, and they had the pinball machine. And it was like that one UFO one where like you had to shoot the ball up this ramp. And if the ball didn't go up the ramp, they'd say abort, abort, abort. And that was loud as hell. And that people when you hear that, you know you screwed up. Cause I played that before, and I played it in the Dollar Theater too, and I heard like people say, "Oh, abort, abort, abort," like that. I mean, I mean, I've never been able to shoot that up that ramp. I think that it's impossible. I don't think anybody's ever shot that up that ramp. I can't remember the exact name of that game though. It's like a big ramp that goes inside this UFO. I've never seen anyone. I don't think there's enough power in those in the flippers to send that ball all the way up there. And the pinball is pretty heavy though. I don't think there's enough power in those flippers to do that. Either one, because I've tried to play that plenty of times. I love the game, but I can never get up that ramp. I always try to, and just never had enough power ever. I think that's just a flipper or something. I don't know if that's probably a super trick shot or what. It never worked. It never went all the way up. Usually, other video games it was fine, but not this one. I never had success in that. I don't know what it did if it did showed up. I don't think I met anyone who did that. I see you hear abort, 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 and you know that they failed. Like I said, they had a golf and they had track and field, and I wasn't wondering why I was able to because I would get yelled at because you're supposed to hit the buttons real fast. That's hey, quit it, stop it. Hey, that's enough. That's what you're supposed to do. He didn't understand to make it go fast. That's stupid. But I mean that's how I was able to win that because you were able to do it in basic without annoying people saying anything. But it was cool playing track and field. I liked that game. I liked Gorf too. I mean, because I think I played it once or twice, and I remember having it for the Atari 2600 and playing the game there on Atari. That was fun. I don't know if that was a Atari game or a television game or something like that, but it was like Gorf. I played it once or twice at Uncle Charlie's when they had it there, but that was different. Yeah, I never seen anything in Base Train when they had like a jukebox and a pinball machine. I mean, the biggest luxury there was at the reception station. They had like you could see a movie, like on the holiday or Saturday or Sunday, because no one was really working that day. But I mean, they had to have the same guys looking over the troops, the young soldiers, right? And then they had like a detail list. And there'd be at least one day where you had to do detail. You go watch the movie. So I was like, I saw the toy Richard Pryor like that Thursday, and I didn't have to do detail. Then like we had a full day Friday, chow and all that stuff, and we got all her clothes, all our clothes and stuff. A lot of paperwork done, not everything done. And then Saturday we had it was another day off, and they showed a movie. They showed The Enforcer with Clint Eastwood. I just only saw it on TV, the Dirty Harry one with Tyne Daly. I only saw the TV, right? And that was on NBC Nights Movies. It was a Monday or Sunday, and that was the very first ever Dirty Harry movie I saw. I knew of Dirty Harry, but I never saw any movies. I knew of Sudden Impact, but I never saw it. And that was the very first Dirty Harry movie I saw on TV. And they were going to have that Saturday, but that was the time I had to do detail. I can't remember when it was sweeping or clean up something, but that's when we had our uniforms at that, and we got our head shaved. We had to pay for that too. You had to pay like, I don't know, $4 or $5 or something like that. We had to pay, and you had to have it done, so you had to pay. Everyone's had a price. Everyone's got to pay. $1 million man always gets his way. And what else happened? We had that done. And then the next day we had they played Delta Force. Well, I already seen like Delta Force and the toy already before. And it seemed like I just saw Delta Force like a year before. That was the Cannon film with like Chuck Norris and stuff. That was a good movie though. So, I mean, and it was really good. And the next day was a Monday, and we finished processing, and then like we had to do some more processing Tuesday, and then like noontime they sent us to basic training. And I'll never forget, like, people were like, oh man, this is snap, this is awesome. This is gonna be so easy, man. We just blindfold because people were used to like the system they had there. It was a lot easier, right? And I remember like my friend Adkins, we became good friends, and he said, oh my god, this is basic training. This is basic fucking training we're going to. I mean, they had they were easier on us, but this is basic training. It's going to be the hardest stuff they ever thrown at us. And then after that, it was quiet, and they took everybody us in a bus, right? And we had our stuff loaded up, and I'll never forget. It was still like, I don't know how long it took, 20, 25, 30 minutes to get there. And all of a sudden they stepped on, it was like 10 minutes when that guy said, man, this base front train, everyone's quiet. I said, everyone got scared. I was scared too. And then the bus driver stopped. Right? I mean, they had a bunch, we went up there, they had a bunch, like 3 or 4 drill sergeants. Oh no. Like, oh no, this is going to be horrible. And we are in a military uniform, And, the bus driver opened up the door, and it wasn't like that one guy, the drill sergeant in stripes at all, not at all. And the drill sergeant came in and said, "Get the fuck off my bus!" I mean, really loud. And everyone started running and stuff. They were running all over the place. Everyone like they took everything out, all the duffel bags, all stuff. They just threw it in a big pile. We had to find it. No, I think we had. I can't remember. We had to find it, but we had to bring everyone up to where our barracks were, and then sort it out. Then I can't remember what we did, but I think it was crazy. It was really crazy. And it was a new world after that. But I did it. I went through it though. I went through it like everyone else did. I mean, you had to think like you were in the same boat as all these other soldiers, though, and they had to have that mindset. And there was scenes where like the drill sergeant were not scenes, but parts where the drill sergeant would yell at you, right? I mean, right in your face. It was really bad. And you just think of yourself like on some island or something like that. That's what I did, I did it a long time ago though. And I remember like, going to sleep and having dreams of being back home and stuff. I was like, oh, this is so good. And waking up and looking at that exit sign. And knowing that, it would be close to waking up time at like 4:10. And I think we had to be up at wake up time was like, I think you turned the lights on at 5 o'clock or 4:45 or something like that. And then if you weren't up by 5 o'clock and out of bed and dressed and everything made up, you were in the wrong. Basically, what people were doing was they were putting their sleeping bags on the bed, right? Wake up like a little bit early, like 4:30 or 4 o'clock. I can't remember. Well, it was 4 o'clock, I think, and they had to be up at 4:30 with wake up, right? And they had to be everything was be done within like 15, 20 minutes, or you were. And the drills that came in, I was always finished before he came up and stuff. And then it was, I mean, when we got dressed, it was like the PT uniform, and then we go have PT. It was early, late at night, so we had like these flashlights. Yeah, it was a military flashlight. They had like, and there was like three different colors. There was like these lenses, and there was like a red. Why? I mean, this is my base. I don't know what you guys did. Anyone who was in the military, I know a certain someone who's live right now was not in the military. If he is live, and I remember they had like different teams, and they did like a thing about seeing how fast you can run. Because we didn't do PT right away, and there'd be like a thing they would judge you by your running. We did like about a lap or two, and they would put you in a range group. It'd be like remedial, the people that's super slow, moderate, and then advanced. And advanced were like insane, including this one guy named Spider who could run 2 miles in 10 minutes and 50 seconds. He had really spindly legs, arms and legs, so he looks like kind of like Manute Bol, kind of, spindly like that. I don't know what he looks like now, but I remember those commercials like, not today, oh no, not today, from Geico. And I remember we did, we ran, I don't know if it 2-3 laps, or they evaluated us, and then they put back the thing. I was in the middle group, in, what was it, remedial, intermediate, I think, and then they had an expert. And that was white. I mean, I'm not maybe being racial, white. I mean, you had to put like the white, there was like three like lenses in the flashlight, and we had to put the white one in there if you're in the white team, and then like remedial was blue, and then like the advanced was red. I was surprised I was in the intermediate though, and after that we started doing. I think it was like a week, or that we had like a. I remember having a KP do. I had a KP do like 11 times. The day when they will like show you all the things you had to go through, like the stretching exercise and stuff from basic. I missed all that. So when I started doing basic training, it was kind of a nightmare, because the turn and bounce, the turn and bend, the turn and bounce. And they had other stuff like mountain climbers, which was a bitch, and the butterfly kicks was a bitch. Those are the two worst ones. I think mountain climbers are a little bit worse. At least with mountain climbers, you can put your hands right under your back. You're allowed to do that, and then you do flutter kicks, which suck. And I remember doing all that stuff. It was just kind of weird though, because the very first time they're supposed to introduce us to us, I had KP. I did like I said, I did KP like 11 times when I was in basic training. It just, I mean, because my name was like, it is by alphabetical order. My name was like, some C, so it'd always be picked. But no, it was crazy though. It was crazy in the military. I'm glad I did it though. Where's that one guy at? I'm glad I did it though. Let me see what's going on. Uh, yeah, I mean, I can't remember what I was gonna say. I mean, there's so many thoughts in my head. This is like all like going up the break bowl. Some old building. I don't know if it was abandoned or not. I was inside there. I got class was like late at night. I don't know. I don't know what it was. You might get in trouble, but I was in there though, checking things out. Nothing in there. It's just a abandoned classroom or something. I don't remember that ever being open to the public, or I don't remember anyone being there, but it was like easy access, unlocked or what have you. I didn't, nothing to take it. Like I wouldn't do that anyways. It was just strange. It was just a strange experience. I'm glad I did it. And then like I saw so many movies. Hey, what's up? Hi, Gordon. My monkey dog. Yeah. Hey, what's up? Yeah, your monkey dog good yourself. Yeah. Let's see something. Let me show you something. It's still upcoming. You punk. Yeah, some party. Hey, Gordon. How you doing? Happy Memorial Day, Gordon. Well, I mean, you don't have. Do you have a Remembrance Day? I can't remember it in Canada. I'm sure you'll tell me. I'm sure you'll tell me. Let's see. We got Gordon here. You know, a cook. I mean, I just have like, oh yeah, November. Okay. It's not a cookout. I have some stuff that I have some Memorial Day type food that I'll just make in the air fryer. I don't have, when I just it's just me. It's not gonna be a cookout. It'll be other stuff. It'll be cool though. On November 11th, that's cool. Mm. Cookout sounds good though, but I mean that's just me. I'll be doing a video about it. There'll be like a versus with some like oh, what do you call it? Memorial Day type food. Yeah. Oh, you Memorial. Okay. Yeah, we have two. We have a Veterans Day and a Memorial Day. They're both different. I did a Memorial Day live stream. I think it's really good at one cemetery. So I'm very, that's cool. Good. Yeah. Easy homemade Baja sauce. That's cool. Cowboy. Some of these things on YouTube look so good. These food menus and stuff they had. 13 more band horse. Yeah. They see that though. But that's cool, Gordon. Hey, that's cool. Have you ever been? Um, I guess. I mean, I'll tell you what. If you make hot dogs and stuff, 'cause I'm gonna have hot dogs. I mean, I'm gonna do a versus between two hot dog brands, right? I think I'm a good cook. You know, I think we all burn our food sometimes because, like in the air fryer, it's not like you look all the time. But if you make hot dogs and stuff, when my dad used to make, he used to boil them, right? And I was not, I wasn't too big on hot dogs, right, at the time. They're okay. I just didn't like the way he made them. A lot of times I wasn't interested in a lot of these foods because he made them like he didn't know what he was doing. You know. Oh, I did do that. Yeah, I did do that. It was good. The baked scramble was fantastic. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. But I mean, I made like hot dog when you make. I like hot dogs on the grill or hot dogs cooked in the oven. And when they bust open, they turn and they burn somewhat. They turn and it's really good. Oh, you did awesome! I'm so glad you made that. That's awesome, buddy. I'm glad you made it. Yeah, I did make the bacon scramble. I mean, I've done so many dang videos. You have no idea. You have no idea. Um, I know I like making the hot dogs so they break open and they burn some. Yeah, Avatar probably that. Oh, it's a great. Wow, that's close enough. Orangutan, yeah, it's close enough, Gordon. That's just semantics, though. I mean, it's a joke too. A monkey uncle. No, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, monkeys have. Well, it's okay, Gordon. Yeah, he's being like a little bit overly clinical on that, but it's fine. Yeah, I mean the monkeys have tail and stuff, but it's close enough. I know what you meant. I didn't. I wasn't that strict on that, you know. And then if you remember Planet of the Apes, well, the chimpanzees were the pacifists, right? And the gorillas were like the warriors, the tough guys, and orangutans were like the scientists and the philosophers and stuff, you know. But they just had people in costumes. They have like monkeys per se. I gotta watch that. I still not watch that last Planet of the Apes movie. I really gotta watch that. Uh, yeah. Oh, Planet Monkey. I don't know. Like I mean, you mean the movies or what? You mean movies? I mean, I'll say movies and stuff. I don't know different types of monkeys though. I don't know. I mean, I know that you shouldn't have them as a pet. They can be very dangerous though. I've seen like heard horror stories like that thing with Oprah Winfrey. Well, I guess that one gorilla, she would go to attack her friend, and I think she stabbed her something. And then like she ripped off this woman's face, and they would go to show she had to reattach. They would show her face and stuff. I didn't watch it; it'd be too freaky for me. And it said she had her blacked out and stuff, and they show what she looked like and stuff. I didn't see it. It freaked me out. Oh, David Jones. Okay. I like King Kong. King Kong's cool. And I've seen all the King Kong movies. I think. I like that. I like the remake of Godzilla versus King Kong. I like the original Godzilla versus King Kong, except the Japanese were never good at making a gorilla. It always looked like crap. I mean, especially that one. Yeah, it was a wobble. It just a wobble. It's a weeble wobble. You don't fall down. You know. You're going back far. That's funny. It's so funny. Come join our party. Uh, we have my weight. What a loser. Touching Mercury. Aw. He's carrying this. What? She smoke a python. That looks so weird. Touching Mercury. That's dangerous, though. Yeah. Wow. Well, that makes sense. Don't touch Mercury. When the band of monkey, yeah. Oh no, John's work. I think John's working right now. I'm not gonna. Cause we usually John and I we hang every Saturday. Like he has to work the next few Saturdays, so it might be a while before I see him again. No, we're not celebrating. I think he has to work probably. You know, I mean, where he works at, it doesn't matter whether the holiday or not. Good question though. My one, my one friend came down, but I have to wait some time before putting up the videos. I don't know why, but I will. You know, but I mean, yeah, yeah, it is. But I mean, it happens. No big deal. It's no big deal. It's like I mean, he was like the weekend. He'd work weekend, and he'd work it like big time, right? And they have like these weekend directors, and like they flake all the time. They call off all the time. They might work for a little while, then they quit or what, you know. And John's like, you have to deal with the slack and stuff, you know. So I mean, it's been a few times since we've hung out. We hung out like about 2.5 weeks ago. Was the last time, yeah. Stash shaving, well, that's good. Now, are you gonna now? What are you guys shaving at home or what? Or someone gonna shave it, or are you going to a barber shop or what? I'm just curious. That well, it's okay. Just the way it is. But I got stuff planned out. It's just me. But I got stuff planned out. So it'll be all right. Hopefully, I get to talk to people. You know, later on. Or a close sports team you live next to. Go to a game today, man. I mean, we have like. I mean, the close sports team like in Erie. We have like the Seawolves, the Erie Otter. Well, I mean, it's not. It's probably like Seawolves season right now, where they have like a minor league team, and then they have like Erie Otters. And they have like a roller or derby team. I think I did. I mean, I don't even know what those are at. We have like I think Erie has a pro wrestling league. I posed with big league John McChesney before. Yeah, apart from the U.S. That's all. Nothing bad though. But that's what's going on. I mean, not a whole lot. I mean, I thought I'd go live early today. I got some taps and ordered. Yeah, yeah, no problem. No biggie, no biggie. Um, I got taps, so I mean, for Memorial Day, let's not forget. I only play it sad though, but play it up. Yeah, there we go. I play that though. No, I mean like Pittsburgh is like a main. I because I'm a big Steelers fan. Pirates. I mean, Penguins. I guess are all right. I never really followed it. But I mean, that was the main sports team that you know. And then some people like I know Noelle said like she likes the Cleveland Browns. She don't like the Steelers. She even said, "Could I put like a Steelers country type photo there?" It's weird. Mm. Oh man, I mean, this is all right. Going back and bantering with the chat. That's cool. You want to? Let me put the link down. I didn't do that yet. If you want to come up, Gordon, you're allowed to if you want. I mean, just celebrating the day. Just really chill, casual. Well, they got enough going on. Yeah, I'm not a big basketball guy. There you go. Oh, I know what a referral link to. Uh, I've been getting clicks on the referral link. It's really weird though. That's all right though. Yeah, if you want to come up, you can come up, Gordon. I don't mind. I don't mind, Ty. You're my buddy, Gordon. You're okay, man. You just say, "Oh no, who's that?" Oh, I don't know who that is. The Haunted Songs of Last Resort. Huh? What? Who's this? Wait. What's this? Oh, I don't know. That's supposed to be. Oh, why put that video up about himself? That's weird. That's funny though. But I mean, if he wants to, it's up to him. Dark reality working at corrupt what? Yeah. Oh, cool. New Fago Super Pop review. Huh. I had a cat. She passed away. I haven't got any new pets. Hey, what's up? Dang it. I hit something. Oh, Battle Creek, Michigan. That's where I got it. I got Battle Creek, Michigan. That's what's his face? Rob Van Dam. I got it. I got it. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's Rob Van Dam. That's where Rob Van Dam's from. There you go, buddy. I got it. It took a second, but I got it. Rob Van Dam was cool. I saw he's in. Sometimes you can see somebody dressed in movies and stuff too. I'll never forget getting stuck and seeing that horrible remake of Rollerball because I thought like they had Shane McMahon on there and they had like Stephanie stuff like that. The scenes they showed in the movie was the only part they were. There was like a big close of Shane McMahon. That was the only time he was in the movie. The only time he was in, Battle Creek from Battle Creek. A Rider was too cool. Okay, cool. YouTube. Okay, cool. Ronald's from Battle Creek too. I couldn't remember. I mean, it's been a while. I do remember some of the stuff, but I'm not used to following wrestling all the time. Whenever my dad passed away, it's like I gradually lost interest in it. You know. Yeah, our rest in peace, Sabu. I didn't get to do a video about him. He was like 3 weeks away from doing his retirement match. There, Gordon. Yeah, Sabu was cool. Some of that stuff looks so painful. Like when the barbed wire would catch his arm. This is ouch. And he had like that scar tissue on his head, like Devon Dudley. Not, Devon Dudley has scar. It was bad too. I know New Jack. He passed away. New Jack was really messed up. He's on disability, all this other stuff from all that crap he went through. It was really, really bad. It really was. Honestly, giveaway entry. Oh no, that's weird. It would like play on there, and it wouldn't like do anything else. Wow. Subway RVD Airport. Oh yeah, I remember. It's been a while though. I like DCW. I never really watched WCW that much. It was usually WWE WWF, the WWE. I watched some other like friends stuff. I remember watching XPW. That was like the porno wrestling, and I saw like they had what was that MF Marshall what was that the martial arts wrestling they show like with MFW is like Frontier Martial Arts Wrestling or something like from Japan. They have like all these exploding rings. I love the barbed wire stuff. I love the hardcore barbed wire stuff. I love that stuff, you know? Yeah, it was cool, man. I love the barbed wire stuff. I really did. Some people weren't into that. I thought it was awesome. I thought it was really cool. That was really wicked cool. Ooh, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Mm-mm-mm. More day live stream. Heck yeah, we got more day live stream, baby. I know a lot of people probably aren't doing anything. It's really a weird time to go live, but it's usually a usually I don't know. Good. Oh, there's no one there. Yeah, oh yeah, I know. I don't. I mean, I watched WCW before. I never really got it. It got into it. You know, I'm sure there's some cool stuff in it. But I mean, it's just like they were like giving tickets away. I heard like the horse story. They had like TNA. Also, I remember they used to show TNA. They'd have like Ivan Putski in there, and it was when he would get mad, he just would like go nuts and just start hitting people. It was so funny. The Polish Hammer, he would just like hit people like that. He wouldn't stop. It was hilarious. He would get so mad in the ring. It was really funny. Yeah, I lived in Germany for 2 years. I was in Canada. And I know in my senior year of high school, I had a. I mean, I guess there's like always this giant field trip. I mean, we had one. I mean, I guess there's like field trips where you like stay in a hotel and all this other crap. We never had one like that, but it was a field trip we had. I think we had to pay like $35. And it was like on a Friday, and we went to Canada, and we stopped at the CN Tower. It was like $35. It was like bus fare to go to like the CN Tower. Uh, and then we went to McDonald's. You had to pay for that yourself. And then the gift shop and stuff. I mean, I had some money, and then like the Terrace Science Center on the way back, we stopped at some restaurant in New York to eat. Yeah, I was in Germany for 2 years. Well, I was in Germany twice. I mean, in Canada twice. I went there for that, and then like going to Germany, we had to stop at the Canadian airport for refueling. We were there for like an hour and a half. But I've been stationed in Germany for 2 years. It was pretty cool. Yeah, it was all right. It's been a while since I've been out of the country, though. I mean, they must have made a living hell like with TSA and stuff like that now ever since 9/11. I remember like I'll never forget because they were talking about like we were talking about that on a live show I did yesterday with Seal Hater and that other guy. And it's like going to another country. I remember going to Germany, right? Well, I mean, when I went to Canada, I think we showed ID or something like I can't remember. And way back, we had to fill out a thing like anything to declare. We had to fill out a little custom thing. I had nothing. All I had was like a little like this little like toy thing that I got. That thing I thought was kind of cool. Yeah. And when I went to Germany, I mean, all you had to do was like show your ID, military ID. Your military ID acted was like your passport. Let's use that. And then like that's pretty much like it didn't take long, like 2-3 minutes to get into Germany. On the way home in the States, it was a nightmare. You had to get all your luggage. They had like these like shopping carts and the big customs thing. This is at the Pittsburgh airport, and it looked like a giant checkout thing of like 3 or 4 lines. It'd be like a checkout like a grocery store or a Kmart. Okay, had like those lights things on there, and you had to go through and show all your luggage and stuff. They went through it or whatever you had to do. I'm sure it's a lot worse now. After that, it wasn't too bad. But the weird thing was, when I was in Germany, I didn't know about my connecting flight. So when I went to Pittsburgh, I had to get a connecting flight home. I didn't know when I was coming home. I was home for like 35 days, which was my longest leave, before I went to. I wish I had some videos in Germany. There's some video somewhere of my promotion. That was it. And I filmed. Someone sent me a video of. We didn't have video. I didn't have a video camera or anything like that. There was a video like someone sent me like a rehearsal of my buddy's band. Though the only two videos I have in Germany, that's it. Something I said. No, I don't have any video of me in Germany. This was like in the late '80s. It would have been cool if I did. I wish I would have had like I could transfer. Like I don't know. I have the VHS tape. I wish I could have a transfer of that to DVD and put that on my channel. That would be great. Me graduating from Germany, that'd been wonderful. But now these computers only have a DVD player built into it. This is like so thin, because the other two things had a VHS DVD player in them, so it was cool. That's all. Huh. I should probably go and see if I can get like some of that stuff I had on there. Sure, that computer still works. That'd be kind of cool if I did that, Hmm. I should check see if that works still. Probably does. I mean, I hope. See, I just want to see what download stuff I have. That'll be fun. I could do that though. Huh. Let's see. I should really work on doing that. That'd be a good idea. Get some storage and stuff. That'd be a wonderful idea to do. I gotta look into doing that. Anyways, that's pretty much what's going on. I think it's too early to do like a live or something like that. Maybe I don't know. Lower Day Live. Channel Language, that's really what Channel Language is too for Late Night Live. Huh. Community. I'm gonna live for a little bit longer now. I'm getting hungry. Yeah. Well, you too, Gordon. I might end this maybe in a little bit. May go another, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes maybe. May go live tonight. I don't know. It all depends on how I feel. That's all. But at least I'm putting in the effort and stuff. The Memorial Day live stream, a little bit, maybe a little bit cursy. Not bad. Good. Crowbar full setup Bloodstar. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Crowbar's still doing it. What happened when I shake? Oh wow, they got some really neat ideas for videos on here. Why Japan living in the future? Let's see what this is. Okay, let me see. Oh, oh my god! That's, wow, that's pretty awesome. I gotta check out that channel more. That's really cool. That's wonderful. I like that. Mm. Let's see if anyone wants to come up. I mean, I'll try another 10 minutes. Why not? And just wrap it up. I know it's early in the morning. I mean, it's been a good live stream now. It's just because I can do that though. It doesn't. You don't always have to have people come up. I mean, it's always nice, you know. No, just chilling, BS and stuff. That's fine. Mm. You have a good one too, Gordon. Mm. I might make something to eat. I mean, well, how I go outside though. I want to see what temp it is. What's 60? It ain't too bad. Scared to speak out. Really? Why? Why? Coca-Cola 600 mango. Oh, wow. Black kids. Yeah. I don't care about any of those. Let me see. I'll go for another 7 minutes. Why not? 1 10 10. I mean, I'm glad I did this Memorial Day live stream. It's just like chill, somber. You know, when I'll end it by playing like taps again. You know, I was able to get taps on here, which was really cool. Play a couple. It's kind of sad playing taps in there, but I mean, it's Memorial Day, and we show respects to the men and women who played the ultimate sacrifice. You know, for serving our country. As like just chill and stuff. You know. I got. Oh, I should probably like. Mm, I don't know. Definitely make something to eat. Ugh, man, stretching. I gotta find those other. I guess about spices. I can find those too. Oh, hi. Oh, thank you, buddy. Oh, thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I appreciate answering my baby. See, I made you a mod, buddy. It just took a while. I had to wait till you came back. You know. Thank you very much, my brother. Yeah. And I do like a little Memorial Day live stream. I don't know if I'll do one later tonight. I don't know. But I thought I'd do a little one. Um, pay respects, you know, for the fallen. Yeah, happy Memorial Day to you too, buddy. Happy Memorial Day to everybody out there. I did a shorts about that where I was in a cemetery, and I put that up. I don't know, see how well that does. You know, I hope everybody watches it. You know, they're important videos. They really are. Well, I put this on at 2. Well, let me put it on 2 o'clock so I don't see nothing. 2 o'clock for this one. Okay. Little backup. Awesome. Right there. Cool. Shorts right here. I mean, I know shorts are like 12 at the end. I don't know. I mean, it's a good video, though. Some of them take a while to get views and stuff, but it's fine. It's fine. Huh. Oh, don't leave! Don't leave! Don't leave! Have more than you too. Like I said, I'll go a little bit longer. I'll play taps, and then and then I'll probably end it if no one comes up, or it'll be okay. But I thought I'd do this little live stream. I mean, it went in all different directions. Talk about basic training, talk about the military, some stuff. And then it's weird though because I was a big movie guy. I've always been a big movie guy. With videotapes too. My videotape, we had like a very modest, very super modest videotape up until I went to the military, and then it eventually started expanding. Because we usually just rent movies if that was it, or something to make copies. We might have like 20 videotapes at the most. And I remember like in basic training, it was weird. Basic training, we had like for Christmas, we took like 14 days off in the middle of basic training. We went home. And I remember buying a movie called Shark with Burt Reynolds, and that was like the very first movie money I earned to watch the movie there, right? And it didn't play. My mom didn't have VCR. We used to rent VCRs from Country Fair, and they'd be like in this big like box. It was really super protected, and it only played tapes in SP or SLP and EP. I think the thing of like Shark was playing LP and it wouldn't play in Mom's thing. I watched it at my dad's place. I was standing Fuller's movie with Burt Reynolds, and they had it was famous because they had like a shark attack at the beginning of it. It was like a official shark attack caught on film they had at the beginning of the movie. The rest of the movie is kind of like a weird looking old man in the sea type thing. Uh, and then that was it. And then I went to I remember went to Fort Detrick, Maryland. I mean Fort Gordon, Georgia, and it was only so. We didn't rent anything or anything like that until we had more full range after Phase 4 is over with, and then I started going to the movies. Going to see that movie Raw with Eddie Murphy, and after that I went to movies all the time. Rented videotapes a little bit, bought videotapes a little bit, right? And but went to movies all the time, all the time. After the first 2 weeks of that staying there was that, you know, and went to Germany, and like when I bought my VCR and my TV, that's my videotape collection started growing from there, slowly but surely, including like regular tapes with other movies recorded on too. Yeah, definitely. It was cool. I had a big tape collection. I really amassed a lot of stuff. It was wonderful. And like I said, there was a movie theater right in the shopette, well, in PX. It was like PX was like a shopping mall. It was really nice too. And there was a movie theater right in there, and you go to movies all the time there. And then like Fort Bragg, it was kind of weird when I first started there. I mean, and then when I got situated with a permanent party, the movie theater was like about like God, like 3 or 4 buildings down, and I went to movies all the time there too. It was wonderful. And then a lot of video rental places there, humongous choice of renting videotapes. It was really cool. I really enjoyed that. Fort Detrick, they had like main movie theaters. It was like a few miles away from the post, but you could walk there or you take a bus there, and it'd be a whole bunch of stuff. It was really nice. And then the weird thing was going back to Fort Bragg. Like the second run movies in the military, like you have a movie and like after it's done with its initial run, it will run to military theaters though too. Be a second run movie. Usually like about a month or so after it stopped running. And then I saw those new movies brand new in the theaters, right? And I went to a military theater, most of the movies I already saw before. So I didn't go to the movie theater that much. I only went to it twice. It was weird though because I've seen all these movies before, and had a lot of goof off time. And I remember going there was a dollar theater my friend drove to. My friend had a car and he drove to a dollar. I remember seeing the movie what the hell was it? What was that? It was what was that movie with Joe Pesci? It wasn't The Landlord. It was shit. The Super. He was a superintendent. This one for that movie was awesome. I remember seeing that at the Doll Theater, and then like they had this one movie. I missed Mystery Date that played at the. There was a couple of movies that didn't play at the one theaters. There was a few. There was a movie Body Parts I wanted to see, and it was a horror movie. I ended up renting that like a year later. I wanted to see that military theater. Didn't play there. And then that movie Bingo about that, because they would have like, it would be weird though. They would usually have just movies like just once at 7 o'clock. One like Fort Detrick, they have movies like at on Saturdays and Sundays. They'd have movies that like they'd have like they have like movies all night. Like Fridays, they'd have like 6, 8, and 10 o'clock movies, and then they have that at single both Fridays and Saturdays. Sunday they have like a 1 o'clock afternoon movie. Then they have like the 7:30 movie. At the other theater was much bigger. They have like a 2 o'clock movie, and they have like a 7:30 movie. There was two theaters in Fort Gordon, Georgia. One nice one, the Signal Theater. With in Germany, they'd have like they just have movies that like 7 o'clock. Well, they had that, and they had like a midnight movie Friday or Saturday night at midnight, and then they had like a kids afternoon movie, like at 4 o'clock on Saturday. And the very first movie I saw was Fox and the Hound. That was a kids movie. I never saw it before. In Fort Bragg, they would just have a 7 o'clock movie now. On Saturdays, they would have like a 2 o'clock movie playing, and they had the movie Bingo playing about the circus dog, and that was the last movie I saw in the military theater. I never saw a 2 o'clock Saturday movie showing before. I don't think there was anyone in the theater except for me, maybe one or two other people. And that was a circus dog movie that looked interesting to me. It was like a family movie, and it had like the guy had Cindy Williams. I think the first only time I was seeing Cindy Williams on the big screen. And it had David Roush from Sledgehammer starring in it too. How many stars does Bingo get, anyways? Let me see what other actors were in that. Let's see, that was the very last. I just went to military theater twice because I was home for like 5.5 weeks. It was weird though because all the movies I saw, I don't know. Let me look at IMDb real quick. I might make something to eat and then do like some more stuff. Let's see what we got. Let's see, Bingo. That was from 1991. I don't know what. I thought it was a good movie. It was sad. Yeah, 99 with Cindy Williams and David Roush. Well, I got 5. That's all right. An hour and 29 minutes. Who made that movie, though? It was like a circus dog, a runaway circus dog befriends a young boy who has trouble fitting in with his friends. It's actually a good movie, though. I liked it. Who made it, though? Oh, Columbia? Okay. He's every family's best friend. I mean, that was a good movie. I liked it. Yeah, like David Roush and Cindy Williams. See if anyone else I know. Wayne Robson. Oh, that's the guy from Red Green. I did before I knew who Red Green was. Okay, I think that's him. Let me check. Oh, maybe people I might know, but I don't know that well. Yeah, Robert. I bet you that's him. Julie. I can't be the same guy. Let me look up. That's the guy from Wayne Wilson. I mean, from Wayne Robson. If that was the guy from Red Green, it has to be. It has to be. Red Green. Yep, he was in Cube. Okay. Yeah, he was in that movie too. I could see him in the big screen. I didn't know that. Did he pass away? Oh, he died. Oh, that guy who played the crook in there. He died 2011, age 64. I didn't know that. Wow. I wish I could told Gordon about that. He was in Survival of the Dead. Okay. I did think a Wrong Turn to Dead End. That's cool. But he was in movies up till 2011. I was like saying, wow, did he die? I guess he did. What did Red Green get for like a rating? 8.1. Cuba 7.1. Wrong Turn. Dolores Claiborne. Okay. I only have a thing about Bingo. I thought Bingo was a good movie. I cried though, but it was a good show. Oh, Wayne Robson. Okay. Anything else? No, I guess that's it. Well, that's how I wrap it up. I'll do 119. 19. Why not? I want to wish everybody happy Memorial Day. Like a little very chill live stream. I wanted to play taps one more time as like a tribute to the fallen and stuff. You know, I mean, I'm sure people are out doing other things. I thought I'd play this one more time for Memorial Day. Oh, I thought we were done. All right. Happy Memorial Day, everybody. Till next time, please take care, my Legion. I want to thank everybody who was kind enough to come in and chat. Um, a very laid back and somber live stream. I respect the brave men and women of the United States. I mean, the brave men and women all over who paid the ultimate sacrifice in our military. Good night, everybody. Good night.